So, my people, the government of Jamaica, I have heard through the grapevine that the government wants to make all public sector workers, wants to force them to take this experimental gene therapy they're calling a vaccine. And this is what I have heard through the grapevine from a very reliable source. What they're going to do, they're going to force people to take this gene therapy, this experimental drug, and if you don't take it, they're going to try and say you have to take a test every 2 weeks at your cost. By the way, each one of these tests costs about $100 US. Okay, and if you are like, for example, for certain public sector workers, they might want to say if you don't take it, you have to stay home without pay and all of that. Listen, they are going to try to legislate, put in legislation, right, under the cover of protecting you. We the government, we want to protect you, want to protect you from this thing. Yes, we not pay for your cancer cure, we not pay for your kidney disease, we not pay for your heart failure, we not pay for your high blood pressure, we not pay for nothing else. But this one, we really want you to take this one. Listen, why is the government so desperate? But when I say desperate, it's a tough time. Why are you so desperate? Eh? And 99% of Jamaicans, of people generally, recover from this thing, 80% asymptomatic. 80% of the persons who they say have the alleged COVID-19 have absolutely no symptoms. So how we know them sick? The cases them talking about don't mean not a damn thing. It don't mean nothing. What it means is that a piece of what they classify to be COVID-19, them claim, them pick up in your blood work or in your biological material. This is a lie from top to bottom. Let me explain something to you guys. There is something called plausible deniability. That's what's going on. Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability is when an official or someone in some kind of position tries to pass off information as themselves not being responsible for the information, but somebody else. Yeah? So for example, somebody might say, try to implement, for example, this gene therapy experimental thing and push it on people. But when you ask them, why are you doing this? The person will just